What's up guys, Viminal back at it again with another video. So you want to be a streamer, right? Well, what if I told you that you only need to use one piece of software to set up a professional looking stream, and it's completely free?
Do you want to know what it is?
This software is extremely easy to use and learn, and it's called XSplit Gamecaster. If you want to learn how to use it, then this video is for you. Alright guys, so this is the main interface of XSplit Gamecaster, and let me tell you, it cannot be even more user-friendly than this. This is the simplest way to get your stream looking very professional, and there's nothing gonna get in the way between you and your game stream. Let me show you how I set this up really easily. So before I actually show you guys the theme library included in XSplit Gamecaster for completely free, I'm going to walk you through the interface of the main screen. So over here you can select your scenes. You can add a new scene by clicking this button over here. Over here on the lower right, you can see main source. You can add any game or display capture over here. And over here is the camera source, and if you click on this, you can select what active webcam you're going to use for your scenes. Of course, this also works with XSplit VCam. Which I have a video tutorial on if you want to check that out. But I digress. Over here to the right, you can see stream events and stream chat. Now, this is currently set up for my Facebook stream because I do stream on Facebook Gaming. Over here, you will see people liking your stream, sharing your stream, sending you stars, any activity related to your stream will be shown right here. Over here, obviously, is stream chat, and all the comments on your stream is going to pop out over here as soon as you start your stream. Over here, you can select a transition, which will work when switching scenes. So right now, I set it at no transition, but you can choose, for example, fade to black, and then it's gonna work every time you switch a scene like this. And there are tons of different transitions, as you can see. So you can choose which one you like. Now, it's extremely easy to create multiple themes or multiple scenes interfaces for different types of games that you play. Over here on the right, you can see that I have a different theme set up here, and it's really easy switching. So now let's get over to settings. Before you actually create your own theme or select a theme from the theme library, which I will show you in just a bit, you have to go through settings first. On the streaming tab, you will see a drop-down menu to set up your stream preferences and select your stream destination. So Depending on whether you're streaming on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, or Mixer, you can select it right here. As far as I know, you can only stream to 4 of these platforms. So you can select select custom, because if you select automatic, you can't change the quality settings of your stream. But if you select custom, there are in-depth settings to change the quality of your stream. Ingest server, best leave it at automatic. That selects the lowest latency server. On which you're gonna use to stream at. Resolution, I set mine to 900p HD. When you're a starting streamer and you're streaming from just a single PC setup, I recommend 720p HD. Codec, if you're using an NVIDIA GPU, this is highly recommended to free up processing power for your CPU. If you're not using an NVIDIA GPU, AMD Radeon has their own counterpart. But if you have a more powerful CPU, in which case I have a i9-9900K, I can use that if I wanted to, because it gives you better quality. But depending on the game that you're running, if it's more intensive on the CPU side of things, you might want to use the GPU. Frame rate, I recommend 60. Bitrate, I recommend you set it to constant with a minimum of 6000 bitrate or 4000 bitrate when you're going for 720p or higher. Stream delay, if you're streaming a tournament or something competitive, you don't want people to stream snipe you, you can add stream delay, and of course record locally. So you can record your video while you're streaming. Recording tab. Now this is only for screen recording. This is completely different from your streaming settings. So it has the same settings tab. So when you're recording a VOD, you can select the quality as well. Over here in the devices menu, you have to select system audio, which you leave at default speakers, and your microphone, which you use to speak into your computer. I recommend not turning on microphone boost and remove background noise, just leave it as is. If you have a condenser mic, just leave it as is. These are your keybinds and hotkeys for the in-game HUD, which I will explain later. The cool thing about XSplit Gamecaster is that you don't really need a second monitor to check your comments or stream events over here. You don't need to alt-tab. All you have to do is enable in-game HUD and just hit Control-Tab. When you're in game, and it's going to show you the interface, and you can click on the interface so you can switch scenes or check your comments or YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. You can also set up your own donation link built into the software for absolutely free, and once you click on it, you can select which scenes you want to import, and you can see 12,000 people already downloaded this theme, and it automatically creates a new There are tons of different themes you can use their So the game over here will be displayed, right? As you can see, it's right here, the theme we just downloaded, and it's fully customizable. Very, very easy to edit. Now let me show you the scene editor. Let's edit this one. It's scene, this is what shows up. Now as you can see over here on the left, it works pretty much similarly as any photo or video editing software. There are layers, and you can adjust which layer has priority over the other by dragging it down, dragging it up. So I'm gonna leave it as is for now, and it's very easy to hide or disable certain. So as you can see, you can zoom in and out, make it smaller, make it bigger, zoom in. You can turn off grid snapping as well. So when you're moving an asset around the scene, 100p HD. When you're a starting streamer and you're streaming from just a single PC setup, I recommend 720p HD. Codec, if you're using an NVIDIA GPU, this is highly recommended to free up processing power for your CPU. If you're not using an NVIDIA GPU, AMD Radeon has their own counterpart. But if you have a more powerful CPU, in which case I have a i9-9900K, I can use that if I wanted to, because it gives you better quality. But depending on the game that you're running, if it's more intensive on the CPU side of things, you might want to use the GPU. Frame rate, I recommend 60.